everyone, today we're doing a tutorial on how to make homemade floral Mickey ears. And here's what you're gonna need. First off, some black felt fabric to make your ears with, and a black headband. Or if you're gonna make multiple pairs of these, you can buy these pre-made ears. You can usually buy these in bulk in like 6 to 8 at a time. This is a time saver if you're gonna make multiple pairs of these. Okay, you will also need your cutout patterns to make your ears, and I'm going to leave a link in the description to print this out. You're going to need some craft foam. That is what holds the ear up. You need a marker for tracing, a good sharp pair of scissors because you need a good clean line, so dull scissors will drive you crazy. You need thread and a sewing machine, your flower of choice, a hot glue gun, and glue sticks. Now for making the bow, you'll need some ribbon, and I like this big fat cut ribbon, and I'll show you how to make a fabric bow as well. So let's get started. First off, you'll see we have two pieces here. This one says ear cutting line, so this one is going to be for the fabric, and this one says foam and batting. So this is what we're going to use to cut our foam. We're going to need 2 foam ears for each ear, so we need to cut out 4 of these. So first off, I'm going to get my marker and I'm going to trace. I'm going to trace 4 of these. Now one tip is you can put them to where they overlap like this. It'll save you some space. Okay, so now we have 4 ears, 2 for each ear, and now we're gonna cut these out. Okay, so now we have our 4 ears. We're gonna put them together and make sure they line up nicely. Those line up nicely. And these line up nicely. So we're gonna hot glue these together to where they're nice and steady. Okay, so now we're gonna put hot glue on these and make 2 ears 1. Just a thin line. Make sure they're lined up nicely. Okay, let's do the other one. Okay, so now we have our ears. Okay, so this is our pattern for our ear cutting line. We've got our fabric folded in half, so we're gonna cut out 2 of these, 1 for each ear. I'm gonna take my marker, and this is not the easiest thing to do with a black marker on black fabric, but it does make a mark. And remember to come off a little bit beyond so you've got room to fold. So we have 2 sets of ears. Now, you're going to want to just sew along the edge. So we're going to make marks. And that's going to be our sewing line. Okay, so now we've got our 2 ears. We're going to trim the strings off. Turn them inside out and stuff them. Okay, so we're going to turn these inside out. Okay, now we have our inserts. We're going to fold them in half. work them in. Open them up, and they should be nice and snug inside there. Okay, that looks good. Next one. So now we have our 2 ears. We just need to finish off the bottom edges. Okay, so we're gonna finish off the edges here. Running some glue on the inside. And pressing that down. And then we're gonna make another line of glue here. And press. Okay. The good thing about felt is it's not going to fray like a regular fabric. So you've got these thick, chunky ends here. Just clip them off a little bit. So now we have 2 black ears, and we're ready for the next step. Okay, so now we're going to attach the black ears to the black headband, or in this case, we have the pre-made that I ordered already put together, and these are great if you're going to attach the flowers. They're nice and squishy and thin, and they make the perfect headband. So that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, so now we're gonna pull off all of the flowers and put them into a bowl. If it didn't record. Okay, to do the floral ears right, you're gonna need 2 bunches of flowers, okay? This is just my flower of choice. It's a small little rose. They come in all different colors, so you really have a lot of different options on what to do here, but you need enough flowers for the front and the back. So see, this is one I did already with pink roses. These are the same roses. You can see red and pink, and I have enough flowers to cover the front and the back. Next step, you're gonna have to cut off this tip, because you're gonna need a flat surface. You're gonna take scissors and cut right up here. And if this can stay on or come off, but if it comes off, just make sure you don't pull the flowers apart, because you need that nice flat surface right there. So we're gonna do this on all of these. If you can leave this, it's probably better because it holds the flower together. Okay, so now we're gonna take our ears. We have our roses, and we're gonna start on the outer edge and go all the way around. So outer edge, all the way around, then flip all the way around, and then we start filling in the centers, okay? So you're gonna put a nice amount of glue and go right to the edge of the ear, to where you see how the flower is hanging off the edge of the ear. The flower is hanging off the edge of the ear. Okay, we're gonna go all the way around with it. Now also, these roses come in different sizes. See, there's a bigger rose and a smaller rose, and there's some even teeny tiny little roses in here. So you want to use all your bigger roses first. Okay, so there we go. There is the finished product. Now you're gonna have to go and pull all the little strings off of hot glue, because you don't want those on there. And these are ready to put a bow on. Okay, so we're gonna do some different options on bows. First, we have white grosgrain ribbon, or we have a thicker black ribbon. We have a sparkly see-through ribbon, and we have the same fabric that we used to make the ears, and see, we've cut out a square and we can make a bow with this. So we're gonna do all 4 bow options so you can kind of see how they look and how easy they are, okay? First, we're gonna start with the thin grosgrain. This is gonna make your smallest bow, okay? So you're gonna take it, and don't cut it because you don't know how much you wanna cut. You're gonna fold and then fold this way. See, get your, and you can kind of squish it in the middle, and you see how small that bow is. If you think it needs to be a little bit bigger, then make it a little bit bigger. So get it where you want it to be before you cut it. Okay, so that looks pretty good right about there. And on the inside, see, you have a tab, and then we're gonna cut over here. Okay, so you'll see in the center, you've got a tab here and a tab here, and then that's what we're gonna squish together to make the bow. So we're gonna put a little glue in each middle to hold it in place. Just a dab and a dab. Okay, so now our bow's not coming apart. All right, now for the centerpiece, you're gonna take another piece of this and you're gonna cut it about the length of your finger, okay? Now, you're gonna take this piece and fold it in and in to where it's nice and skinny. And kind of squish it down real good to put those creases in it. Okay, this is gonna be your centerpiece. And put a line of glue. Okay, so now that is a tube, you see. So we've got our centerpiece and our bow. Now I'm gonna assemble it like this. All right, so we're gonna take our bow and we're gonna kind of squish it up how we want it to look. So like this. This is what our bow's gonna look like. All right, now we're gonna wrap this around. So we want it to end like this. So let's find our starting point. Okay, so we're gonna start on the bottom. Right here in the center, we're gonna put a dab of glue. Okay, we're gonna take this and put it on here, facing backwards. Okay, so that's the front of our bow, and we're starting it going backwards. Now we're gonna wrap this around. And end here. So that is a very simple white bow. Okay, so the black ribbon we're gonna do the same way. We're just going to feel it out, get the size we want. When it looks about right, then we're gonna cut it. Okay, we're gonna put a dab of glue. Dab of glue there. Dab of glue there. Okay, so now we're going to take the centerpiece. Remember I said about the width of my finger. Okay, you're going to run a line of glue along the side here. You're going to fold and fold. Okay, and you've made a tube. Okay, you're going to bend it together. Hold it between your fingers. Put a little dab of glue. Hold it. Wrap it around. Another dab of glue. Hold it tight. You can see it's going to open up right there. Put a little thin line of glue to seal that. And then trim off these fuzzies. And you have a black bow. Lastly is the fabric bow. So we took 2 squares of fabric, put together. What we're going to do is we're going to leave a space about this big in the middle. So we're going to sew here, 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 and here, but leave a gap to where we can turn it inside out. And then for the middle piece, we're just taking a strip, folding it in half. Okay, so now we're going to turn it inside out. Okay, and you can close this with just a dab of hot glue. And I will tell you, the hardest part about this bow is getting this piece right side out. That took a minute. Okay, now we're going to gather the bow up like this. Okay, so now we have a nice fabric bow. All right, let's see how the different bows look on here. Okay, so first we have the white bow. Oops, put it on like that. And see, once you glue it on, then you just fluff it until you get it in the right position you want. Or the black bow. The black looks really nice. I'm not sure if I don't think I like the white with it. I think the black looks really good with it. Just like I have the black on the pink one. I don't know, the black and the flowers just look really good together. Or a nice fabric bow. That looks pretty darn fantastic. And so this is kind of a Christmassy fabric with the red ears. That looks very nice and Christmassy. Also, what would look good with these red ears is a gold bow. And that's like a Beauty and the Beast type ear set. Okay, so which one do y'all choose? I think this is the one we are going to attach. But the good thing is, if you want to change it, you just pop them off, put a dab of hot glue, and put a different bow on. So they're real easy to work with. Okay, so these are done. So we've got our finished product. These are our red rose ears, and we decided to put the green Christmassy bow on here, but like I said, it's really easy to exchange. If you find, these are very heavy, let me say that. So if you find that they're slipping off your head, just get a second headband, and that's why I stick with black on this instead of trying to cover my band, and just hot glue them together. And I'm going to do that in a second just to give this set more stability. But I just wanted to show you the different styles of ears you can do with the floral. So this is red with a green bow. We have pink with a black bow. Or this is a light pink and it's on a white headband, and then so we've got the fabric bow that is white and gray, and I actually made ears out of the same material. And I could go ahead, I could have put flowers along here, but I wanted to show that part. So these are a different set. And also, if you get several of the pre-made ears, see they've got a glitter to them, so I just took these and made kind of a flower crown. So I've got flowers on the front and back. But these look really nice, and these are not top heavy, so see they don't come off my head, where these you'll see wiggle a lot. So they're so heavy that they really do need a second headband in there, just because this is a loose headband, so you need a nice tight headband. So that's just another clue. Okay, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to our channel, please subscribe for more Disney videos. So thank you and bye.